Hello everyone, we're going to go through another variation on the Pathways Playmat. Again, keep in mind that these discs from Pathways are required, or even more disc sets are required, and some of those are available on the Kickstarter or eventually online. So this variation is called Moving Target. It's another closest to the center game with the twist. And that twist is that the center target is a neutral white disc. So right now we're just using a crokinole disc, but this will be an acrylic disc like the Pathways discs when we come to production. And so in this variation, we're trying to get closest to the disc, and of course it's likely to move, so the center target could be there, or anywhere on the board. If a player knocks the white disc off, automatically the game ceases at that point, and you award the other player 2 points plus reverse starting order, but we'll describe that in the rules or if it comes up in our little tutorial. Only other thing I'll mention right now before we just play through a really quick game is that with 2 players, we suggest 6 discs each. Of course, there's 12s in a set. There's a lot more discs, but it starts to get too busy and too complicated with a lot of discs, so we suggest that. With 3 players, we suggest 5 discs each. And again, with the third player would need an extra set of discs. And in 4 players team game, you need 4 discs each, or a competitive 4 discs each. So you can play in teams as 4 or each individually. Just note, if you're going for a 4-player competitive, you're going to need an extra 2 disc sets. This will all be described in the rules. These are just meant as quick tutorials to see what you're getting into and what you get with the playmat. So we're going to play a quick game and describe something important about the turn order, and it's best kind of described as we play. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I moved the center target, but I am closer right now. Karen is closer. Your perspective might be different from the video, but Karen's clearly closer. So what happens in this case is who's ever furthest away will shoot next. And now I have to be careful because Karen is, the disc is towards her side of the board. Now we have to take a look from overhead. It's very close. I think I'm closer. It's very close, but I think I'm closer, so Karen would go. All right, so Karen's moved the disc. It's between these two. And if you do a radius, sometimes it's easier to kind of visualize that way. I think I'm closer than red, and even that one. So Karen would go again. There you go. She knocked this out, which knocks me out of play. You can knock other players however you like. Again, I already talked about the penalty if you knock white out, so be careful there. Ooh, not close enough, so Karen's still closer. With the Pathways mat, you can shoot anywhere behind the white line, corner to corner, as long as you're behind the white line. So I'm off this screen probably. And I think I am closer now on the overhead perspective, so Karen's going to go. And Karen knocked herself in nicely. She is nicely tucked in between her 2 own discs. So we only have 2 discs each. Again, we're only playing with 6 discs. Let's see if I can knock her out. Karen is still closer. I can see that. So if I can get that red disc out of there, I'll actually be sitting pretty good. And my disc is closer. Argue between these 2, which is closer. But for sure, I'm the first shot, closest shot there.
Oh, no.
So Karen knocked it off the board, and we don't have to do any measuring. She would lose 2 points for that. I think that describes the rules for that. Again, there'll be a PDF with the rules. There'll be a rule sheet if there's any questions.